Well, what's up guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and this video, you may think I'm kidding. I mean, yeah, I know it's kind of probably like a clickbaity kind of title. I mean, how in the world are these goofy white roosters gonna save your life? Well, I'll get to that in a minute. So, a lot of you may remember several months ago, like 6-7 months ago now, Houston and I went to a farm store called Orscheln's and bought a bunch of baby chicks. It's springtime, and that's just what you do in the springtime. You buy baby chicks. Well, Dutch and I had been talking, and we were both gonna do some Cornish cross meat chickens. So Houston and I bought like 15 Cornish cross meat birds that were like, 2 days old, about this tall. Brought them home, put them in the brooder, and started doing their thing. And they started growing and started growing. And after a week or two, I was like, all right, I've raised Cornish cross meat birds before, and they grow really, really fast. And these little white chickens aren't growing very fast. Well, it just so happens, kind of turns out, what we thought were Cornish cross meat birds ended up being these big white leghorn roosters. Yes, I said leghorn. I know how to spell it, and I also know how to say it, because in Oklahoma, those white chickens back there, right there, are not called leghorns. They're called leghorns. I've had people correcting me on that. Those are called leghorns, not leghorns. But anyways, so I've got a guy, or well, let me back up a little bit. These three roosters grew up, and they all turned into roosters, no hens. So we got kind of scammed there by the farm store. And been debating on what to do with them. I thought about butchering them, but a leghorn rooster is an egg-laying bird that really has very little meat on its body. So I just didn't really want to mess with butchering them. So yesterday, I decided, well, I'll just post an ad on Craigslist, because I figure somebody will butcher them and eat them. I thought somebody would do it. And so I made an ad that said like 12 free white leghorn roosters. Well, within a couple hours, I got a phone call. And the lady is coming from Wichita Falls, Texas. And she's got a really cool story. She said, do you have those roosters still? Do you have them? Please tell me you hadn't got rid of those roosters yet. And I said, no. They're still here, and they're crowing their heads off. So she's like, well, I really, really need those white leghorn roosters. And I was like, okay. Who needs like 10 white leghorn roosters? So the story she's got is like really cool. And I haven't talked to her yet. So hopefully I can get her to do a little interview on camera, because she's kind of worked out a deal for the last several years, I think, with Texas A&M University to do some kind of heart research. I don't know, something about fertilized eggs, and she uses white leghorns, and she's got a bunch of new hens, but she needs white leghorn roosters. So these guys right here are fixing to go live a pretty good life. Look at them. I would have thought somebody would have come got them just to butcher them or something, but actually she's fixing to give them the good life. So when she gets here, I hear you. The good life's coming, son. Just wait, just give it a second, okay? She's on her way. So I'm gonna ask her when she gets here if I can interview her and let her tell you guys about what she's gonna do with these roosters, because I think it's gonna be really cool. It is weird talking to a camera, I know it is. So just bear with me. It'll be all right. So this is Judy, and what was your name? Mark. They just got to the house, and they did agree to tell us about what they're going to be doing with these white leghorn roosters. A lot of people correct me and say they're leghorns, but I need a second opinion. They're leghorns, right?
I hear both. I hear both things.
In Oklahoma, we call them leghorns.
Leghorns, yeah. Leghorns will work.
So tell me what exactly you're wanting to do with these chickens, because I was just trying to find somebody who's going to take them and butcher them. Hang on, Houston.
Well, I was hoping that I would find some white leghorn roosters, because yesterday I went up on Route 66 and got my kicks up there by picking up 25 white leghorn hens. We do a project with the University of North Texas where they use the leghorn hatching eggs for medical research and environmental cleanup and other projects. And we take 25 to 50 dozen eggs a week up there to the University of North Texas. But they have to be fertilized eggs. They don't do live animal research. It's research on heart development, in vitro fertilization, and different things. We have graduate students from all over the world and researchers from Japan, Europe, South America.
That's so cool. So it's not out of the question to say that I know it sounds silly, but that these roosters here could actually help save people's lives someday.
Yes.
And because they're going to be going to your place, you're going to keep these roosters at your farm, but you're going to put them with more white leghorn hens, sell fertilized eggs for heart research, environmental cleanup projects, and all kinds of cool stuff.
Right.
That is so cool. I mean, how is it that these goofy little roosters that I kind of got scammed out of at a farm store because they weren't supposed to be leghorns and they weren't supposed to be roosters, end up, turned into something that could possibly save your life one of these days. That is so cool.
Absolutely. Be watching for them because they may turn up in the Oxford Journal of Medicine. That's we've been in that one too, so you'll never know. You have some famous roosters
There
now.
You go. That is so cool. That's so neat. Well, let's get these things caught. It's going to be a wild chase trying to catch them. We'll get them cornered up, and I think we can get them put into your pet crates back here and get them sent to Texas. What's the matter? Huh? Down to one. Houston, we want him to go right down that fence, okay? So come this way. Come this way. All right, stop. We're gonna try to walk him down into that corner. Let's go. Go catch him. You should be able to catch that rooster. Run him down that fence right there. There you go. Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Walk him around. There you go. Walk him in there. Well, what are you backing up for? Got him, huh?
Yeah. 2 of them.
Yeah, we only needed two of them.
Cages
well, I did not want it to get hot, so I was planning ahead. You never know how big they're
What
going to
is
be.
it, Gemma? What'd you find?
But we get almost exclusively pullet chicks from hatching our eggs because we've used the same feed for a long time, and it's all natural protein, and it has probiotics in it, and I think it also makes the chickens live a lot longer. But I've got another fellow that I'm going to get to help me next year with the research project when it grows, and I gave him 2 dozen eggs. He had 19 pullets and 3 roosters hatch out of 2 dozen eggs.
That's crazy.
It is.
It's usually the opposite.
That's what everybody tells me. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry you got stuck with this many, but it's going to make a difference to somebody out there somewhere.
No, it's really cool. It's neat how that works out. I'm not worried about it. I was kind of hoping for Cornish cross that we were going to raise and just butcher just for an experiment and let the kids actually raise their own chickens and eat them and all that. And it didn't work out, but that's okay. That's all right. So another cool story though. You were telling me about he started raising chickens when he was 4. And his first laying hen just recently died, right?
Right.
How old? How long did this hen live?
13 years.
13 years. That is unbelievable. Around here about 3 or 4 years, and I probably lose them after that. You know, something gets them eventually because I like to turn them out and let them free-range and stuff. But so my question is, how long did that hen lay eggs, do you think?
All her life.
All of her life.
All of her, except for that brief period of time when she grew spurs and started crowing. And that was the strangest thing. We didn't have a rooster at the time, and we got to noticing she was making this noise, and then she grew some spurs. We went out and we found another rooster, and within a few months, the spurs were gone as she quit crowing, and she went back to laying.
Is that not the craziest story you've ever heard? I've never heard of anything like that. I believe it, but I've just never heard of that. So that's really cool. 13-year-old laying hen that was still laying. I'm sure her production probably dropped off.
It did.
But she was still laying and producing eggs, and how cool is that? A 13-year-old chicken. Anyways, I'm not gonna hold you guys up. I'm gonna get off of here. So thanks for coming up, and thanks for talking to me. I really do appreciate it. We'll share this video on YouTube and let everybody else in on this, because I know I was just blown away by this story of what you guys do with these, you know, what most people would call useless white leghorn roosters. So anyways,
yep.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Well, Bella, we got rid of some roosters, didn't we? All right, now I told you that would be pretty cool. Now that just blows my mind. That is just so neat to me to think that these scammed old roosters, you know, that I got on a scam from Orchland Farm Store by accident. It wasn't on purpose, I don't think. It was just an accident. But just to think that those roosters could eventually lead to medical research that could save your life or mine. She got to talking. We talked for 30 minutes off camera. And one of the big things that the university does is heart research. So she sells them fertilized hatching eggs. And they go in and study the growth process of that embryo and study the heart growth and watch the heart cells divide and all that stuff. So heart research on white leghorn chicken eggs that started off with the roosters here on our farm could lead to saving your life one day. How stinking cool is that? That is so awesome. But anyways, guys, that's all I've got for today. Ooh, camera, come on. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Kind of a different video, but it was something I wasn't gonna pass up because it's just something I'd never heard of. Ooh, that sidewalk's blasting some light on me. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day. And as always, we'll see you on the next video. Oh, which might be in Florida.